Yo, what's up to the Royal Priesthood? You know what I'm saying? It's your boy KD84 checking in. I'm talking about, the rapper mogul, the so-called Billy, the so-called Billy man, the so-called billionaire, which I don't believe, but the so-called Billy rapper, Sean Jay-Z Carter. Just here to talk about, his snakish ways and his discrepancies amongst the music industry, being starting as a co-owner of Rockefeller Records to being the face of Rock Nation and the president of Rock Nation, all together. Now, for those that are not familiar with rap history, and for some of you that already know, it'll feel like I'm preaching to the choir. But for those that don't know, he started a record label with this guy named Dave Dash right here, right in '96, where they had a debut album, Reasonable Doubt, which was a classic by the whole, which was deemed a classic by the whole hip hop community. Back in '96, and this was right around when Tupac and Biggie was still alive, and shit like that. So basically, they rose to fame and had their hot 7 year run, arguably the next to Bad Boy, with Puff and Big. I think after Big died, Puff and them, they had a few acts here and there, but never really found their Biggie per se. But speaking of Jay Z altogether, people think, oh, he just rose up, in a he people think he just rose up in a so-called, a classy way and everything. But I'm here to tell you, man, he did some snake shit that have a lot of cats snake bitten, and he actually blackballed a lot of cats in the industry. Because right around what 2001, he started to branch out and do his own shit, and this is the first man he blackballed right here, which is Dame Dash. Snaked him, and because Dame Dash wanted to publish him from Reasonable Doubt, and the fact that Dame Dash even dare ask for it, Jay got pissed off and wanted to take everything, wanted to cut Dame out of a whole Rockefeller empire that Dame helped Jay build. So Jay started, siding with Leo Cohen, knocked Dame Dash out the picture, which I thought was some snake shit. I don't care what niggas think of Dame Dash now, but him siding with Leo Cohen to get the Def Jam job was bullshit. And for him to take Dame down that way, I started to lose respect for Jay. Even though I still rock with his music back then. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not the biggest Jay-Z fan in the room. I wasn't even at the time. So Young Guns came in the picture on the state property. They was blowing up with their album back in 2003, 2004 called Tough Love. And this was right after Jay retired. And recently, young Chris tried to get back into the game. Tried to recently put out an album, but the representatives at Rock Nation, pretty much blackballed young Chris and told him, no, you can't put out an album. So this is how Jay started to snake niggas. Tierra Marie, she was a R&B singer that was one side of Rockefeller as well. She's from Detroit, aka Joy Road. For those that don't know, she started to sing in the industry, and she got blackballed and had to she got blackballed by Jay and had to go sign with another label. It was at Def Jam. Method Man, Redman, and DMX, they all had albums coming out all in 2006, 2007 year. Particularly DMX and Method Man, they both had albums coming out in '06. So what Jay-Z started to do was he started to rape their recording budget and put it all towards his whack ass album called Kingdom Come. Pretty much to say, fuck you to all Method Man, Redman, and DMX. Said, fuck your recording budgets. You're not even selling anymore. So basically, he fucked all three of them out of their deals and pretty much gave their albums no backing when Jay was at Def Jam. And this was the so-called favor that Lyor Cohen gave Jay-Z so that Jay-Z could continue to snake the industry like he's doing. Beanie Sigel, he was signed up under Rockefeller right back in '97. He came out of South Philly, you know. He was he was the second Rockefeller artist to ever be signed up under Rockefeller. He stuck with Jay until 2003, until he caught a gun charge, you know, for a year and a day, and he was in jail. And for those that don't know, actually Jay-Z actually came to the court hearing, and they asked Jay-Z a question. If they was gonna ask Jay-Z if Jay-Z was gonna be responsible for Beanie Sigel's whereabouts, Jay said no. As soon as he said no, 50 Cent's uncle was in the same jail that Beanie Sigel was in the same jail as 50 Cent's uncle. And this is where 50 and Beanie Sigel was trying to deal. At the time, tried to get the fuck away from Jay-Z himself and set up his own deal. When Beanie Sigel told Jay-Z at the time, no, I don't want your money. But he also blackballed Beanie Sigel from doing a deal with 50 Cent, which means Beanie Sigel would have joined G-Unit at the time. And this was where at the time when Jay and 50 Cent were really competitive with each other. So this is another artist that Jay-Z done blackballed. So basically, this is the snake Jay-Z is. He has a historic record. He has a historic record for blackballing people out of their shine. And y'all think this shit just happened with just Colin Kaepernick and the rest of them? No. This started with damn near everybody that was in his path. He even fucked over his own artist. So what does this tell you about Jay-Z? He's a corporate snake. And he always been a corporate snake. I mean, that's what you really need to know about Jay-Z overall. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that he did this deal with the NFL is not shocking to me. It's not shocking at all. This is how Jay-Z gets down. Okay? I mean, he showed that he was a snake in the past, and he's a snake now. But this is how he was moving the entire time. You know what I'm saying? So this is basically what y'all need to know about Jay-Z overall. Sean Jay-Z Carter, the snake. He's always been a corporate snake. So that's pretty much, my feedback on this. You know, just giving y'all, for those that don't know the rap history, a little background on how Jay-Z really moved to his, when he was on top of his game and shit, you know. Just giving you a little heads up on the snake that Jay-Z was and still is. It's your boy KD84. Shout out to the whole motherfucking Royal Priesthood, and I'm out.